Hi, good afternoon. I'm Shailaja and I'm from AIML Department of SPEC. And today I am here to give you a lecture on machine learning. So today's buzzwords are artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and what are all these? Yes, we nowadays, from the time we get up till the time we sleep, we are listening to so many words. Hey Siri, that is artificial intelligence. We give our biometrics, that is artificial intelligence. Our recommendation systems for OTT, YouTube, all this is again artificial intelligence. But what is, do we think that artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, are they different or they come under the same category? Yes, they all come under the category called as artificial intelligence. Everything is in the nutshell of artificial intelligence. But what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, the word artificial is something like human made. So when intelligence is introduced into a machine through a human being, and that machine acts like a robot, like some human, when that machine acts like a human, then that system is said to be artificially intelligent machine. So today my topic is going to be about machine learning. Ade, machine learning. Today my topic is about machine learning. So when a machine acts like a human, responds like a human, behaves like a human, then that machine is said to be artificial machine. So when we go further, as I said, artificial intelligence is the biggest nutshell. And when you look in deep into it, machine learning. Machine learning is where you apply different algorithms in order to achieve whatever you want. And that output should come in such a way that it is produced by a human. So now machine learning is divided into three types of learning. So firstly, it is called as supervised learning. Second one is unsupervised learning. And third one is reinforcement. These are the three types of machine learning algorithms. So how we are going to train the machine to act like a human being. So the first one is called as supervised learning. In this, a data set will be trained in such a way that the input will be given. That is, a data is given with label. So here, as the name suggests, supervised. So in supervised learning, you have a supervisor. What is the supervisor going to do? In general, when we are training a student who doesn't know anything, so a student will have a teacher. A teacher will tell them, categorize what is what. So in the same way, the teacher is going to label every item and the student has to repeat it, has to give the correct output. So supervised learning will act in the same way. Let us look at these pictures to give you a clear understanding. This is a picture of a supervised learning. In this supervised learning, this is the label data. This is the label data, and for this particular data set, the label is being given. For this particular data set, this is the data set, and for the data set, the labels have been given. The data set is being trained, and when the data is being trained, the prediction is given in the right way. That is carrot. Here you do not have the names, but when it comes to the output, you see that it has been categorized correctly. Like the supervisor will train you to produce the correct output. So whatever output you want, the machine will produce you with that output. So now, there are some of the other algorithms which you will be learning under supervised learning. So the first, they are divided into two ways. One is classification, the other one is regression. Under classification, you have logistic regression, navy Bayes, k-nearest neighbor, and you have support vector machines. These are some of the commonly used algorithms for supervised learning. And when it comes to regression, you have linear regression, ridge regression, ordinary least squares, and stepwise regressions. All these algorithms are used for supervised learning. That means for a labeled data set. The examples that we well know, but we are not familiar that supervised learning is being used. Like for example, in Facebook, You tag your friends. The name of your friends will be listed there. As soon as Facebook identifies these people, it will immediately add a name to it. So that is called supervised learning. Your voice recognition, your Siri, hey Siri, as morning you get up, let me know the time. So Siri will tell you the time, recognizing your voice. It will not respond to others. So that is voice recognition. Speech recognition, understanding who is the speaker. So all these are coming under supervised learning because these data sets have been labeled. Well, I hope supervised learning is quite clear. And when it comes to regression type, you have stock prediction, rainfall prediction. All these are again labeled data set, wherein the data set will be given proper information where you can understand you can take out the conclusions. Then the next one is unsupervised learning. In unsupervised learning, it is a little different from supervised. In supervised learning, you have a supervisor who is training you with the data. But in unsupervised learning, you do not have a trainer. Your data is not labeled. Here the data is raw. The speciality of unsupervised learning is you can predict new information. When you do not know what the information is, the system analyzes the data and classifies them into different groups according to its understanding. Like it might check its features, it might check its characteristics, it might check its size, shape, color. Based on all this, it comes to some understanding and it classifies them and put them into clusters. Let us see its picture, then you will be able to understand. So this is supervised. Okay, the image is missing. So in unsupervised learning, the data can be classified. See, look at this, for example. This is the raw data. In this you have triangles, hexagons, circles and everything. But when it is run with an algorithm, you will be able to classify it according to clusters. These clusters will give you some predictions. You can discover patterns with the help of unsupervised algorithm, which is an advantage of unsupervised algorithm. You can predict patterns. You will be able to find out unhidden information. Okay. Then the next one is reinforcement. A little different from the other two. In reinforcement, it is a feedback system. Like how when you do something correct, you will be given an award, and when you do something wrong, you will be given a penalty. So how does it work? Let me show you with an image again. Look at this. This is a robo. The robo will understand the environment. It is supposed to not touch heat and it is supposed to touch the water. Whenever the system touches heat, it is given a negative point, and if it touches water, it is given a positive point. That means it is acquiring the required output. So here the system works with a trial and error method. When it works with a trial and error method, you will be training the system in such a way, whatever output you want, you are going to get from it. Okay. So in this way, you are going to work with the feedback system, which will help you in enhancing or making your system more efficient. Okay. Now, I just forgot to tell you about what are the algorithms hidden for unsupervised learning. You have clustering. As said, in unsupervised learning, the data is being divided, will be made into clusters, dimensionality reduction, and you have association analysis. Whereas when you come to reinforcement, you have model-free and model-based algorithms. Now, the example of reinforcement will be your gaming or your robo. Whenever your robo is moving forward, backward, touching the unwanted things, then it will again learn that there is a wall around it, so it will come back to its original position and then move forward for your cleaning. So in this way, reinforcement algorithm works. Now the real-time applications of machine learning. Machine learning can be applied in traffic prediction, it can be applied in search engines, it can be applied for online fraud detection, medical diagnostics, text and speech recognition, email spam filtering, image recognition, virtual personal assistants, and automatic translations. These are some of the real-time examples wherein we are using machine learning algorithms in order to make our work more easier. Now, the advantages and disadvantages of machine learning. So, because of these algorithms, it is becoming easy for us to identify trends and patterns, so that it becomes easy for us to consider them in business, consider them for predictions, and then no human intervention is needed. The reason for developing this is, without any human intervention, you can predict huge data sets. Huge information can be predicted with better results. That is the reason why we are moving to machine learning. Continuous improvement. Like I said, your reinforcement always helps you in giving you better results. So in that way, that is an added feature or an advantage for machine learning. Then handling multi-dimensional and multi-variety data. When data is of huge, more number of constraints, you can look at it from different points of view and come to one conclusion. And then wide applications. Like just now I told you the different types of applications, so it can be used in our daily lives. Every part of our life can be helped with machine learning Yes. Now, the disadvantages are data acquisition. Finding huge amount of data and categorizing them, providing them in order to analyze them is becoming too tedious. Then time and resources, you need to gather data from whole over the world. So that again becomes a challenging point. Interpretation of results. It also again sometimes becomes difficult because some data is not complete, some data is scattered, some data is not organized. In such cases, it becomes difficult. And higher suspectability. When data is not properly arranged, obviously we cannot get proper results. Now, the types of data that we can search are nominal data, like gender, like you have colors, then you have different countries and different nominees. Then you have ordinal data, like your age, then first, second, third. Then you have low, medium, high. These are some type of data that you have. When it comes to quantitative data, it is discrete data. When it is discrete data, it is number of students in a class, number of workers in a company, number of home runs in a baseball game. All these are discrete data. Then continuous data is height, the measurements of a bedroom, and then the speed of the car, the kilometers and everything. All these are continuous data, where the data is given like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or then it is given in some ranges like 100, 200, 300, like that. If it is given continuously, then you can consider it as continuous data. Okay, where do we find all these data sets? These data sets are available in UCI machine learning repositories. Then you have it on Google database search engines. You have it on Amazon database. You have it on Kaggle. You also have it on government databases. Thank you.